Hi, I'm Rev Myron. I'm a minister through Pathways of Life, and I've been a Course in Miracles student for over 40 years. I'm going through the text again this year, asking Jesus for clarity, and then I write from that clarity. That's what I'm sharing with you today. So let's get started. We're reading from A Course in Miracles, chapter 12, section 1, the judgment of the Holy Spirit. Today we're going to read paragraph 5. And paragraph 5 says that it is surely good advice to tell you not to judge what you do not understand. No one with a personal investment is a reliable witness, for truth to him has become what he wants it to be. If you are unwilling to perceive an appeal for help as what it is because you're unwilling to give help and to receive it. To fail to recognize a call for help is to refuse help. Would you maintain that you do not need it? Yet this is what you are maintaining when you refuse to recognize a brother's appeal. For only by answering his appeal can you be can you be helped? Deny him your help and you will not recognize God's answer to you. The Holy Spirit does not need your help in interpreting motivation, but you do need his. Oh, I love this paragraph. I'm going to write about something in my life and use this paragraph to see it differently. A couple I know very well are having marital problems. When I first witnessed an argument between them, I was certain I understood the problem. The man was drinking too heavily and was being an ass. There, that was simple to figure out. It is surely good advice to tell you not to judge what you do not understand. Okay, maybe could be wrong here. I am judging the situation according to what I think I know, using the ego mind to do the reasoning. My judgment is based on my past experiences and really just on my interpretation of those experiences. In truth, I don't really understand anything. I don't understand what anything is for, so how can I make a true judgment? And without the true judgment, how can I give good advice? No one with a personal investment is a reliable witness, for truth to him has become what he wants it to be. So I have these past experiences that came from living with alcoholics. I obviously still have resentment and anger about these experiences and the people involved. Otherwise, my judgment would not have been so quick and so harsh. As they say, I have a horse in this race. I have a personal investment because I want the truth to be that this guy is a jerk when he drinks and he should just stop. Clearly, I am not a reliable witness. If you're willing to perceive an appeal for help as what it is because I'm going to read that again. I think I read it wrong. If you are unwilling to perceive an appeal for help as what it is because you are unwilling to give help and to receive it. My original judgment of the situation and the man involved had nothing to do with helping. Sure, I could tell myself I was helping her or even that I was helping him. It would be a great help to him to understand his problem and get help before he destroys the relationship. I mean, I know this, right? And maybe he does need to do this. What I did not see is that his behavior is a call for love. To perceive the call for help as what it is, I would have to forgive him for exposing my fear and dread around my own personal past hurts. I would have to see that I have failed to forgive, and this unforgiveness would have to be looked at and resolved. I would have to let some people off the hook, including him. And holding him to my judgment, I'm failing to give him the help he needs and thus failing to receive the help I need. I must forgive in order to know I am forgiven, and I must respond with love to know that I am loved. To fail to recognize a call for help is to refuse help. Would you maintain that you do not need it? When this first happened, I didn't see a call for help. I saw my past being superimposed on this situation. I saw a guilty person who needed to straighten up and do right. The thing is, I had to deliberately see this. as a matter of guilt rather than a lack of love in order to refuse to help. If I'd been willing to see the true purpose of the situation, I would have immediately chosen to respond to the call for love. Obviously, I was still treasuring my judgments and didn't want to release them. Would you maintain that you do not need it? Yet this is what you are maintaining when you refuse to recognize a brother's appeal, for only by answering his appeal can you be helped. Deny him your help, and you will not recognize God's answer to you. I see that I do need God's help, and I accept that it is only in giving help that I know I have been helped. It is the elegant solution to our only problem. We treat our brothers the way we want to be treated, and in doing so, we begin to recognize that we are one mind, that we are one with our brothers. In other words, by giving what we would receive, we undo the separation idea in our mind. This brother of mine is deceived in his understanding of what he is. He needs my forgiveness. That is, he needs me to forgive him the love he thinks he lacks so that he can remember his true self. In so doing, I experience my true self, the self that loves rather than judges. As I allow God's answer to my brother rather than the ego's answer, I become aware of God's answer to me. And so I begin to remember who I am. The separation idea undone. The Holy Spirit does not need your help in interpreting motivation, but you do need his. Even while I lied to myself about my judgment of this man and tried to convince myself he was guilty and so deserved my judgment, I knew this could not be right. So I didn't say what I felt, and for that I'm grateful. While I was judging him and arguing for my judgment, I was, in essence, trying to convince the Holy Spirit of my interpretation. As it turns out, he doesn't need my help. Big surprise there, huh? Anyway, I see that I certainly needed his help, and his willingness to be helped eventually, and my willingness to be helped eventually opened me to receive help. Am I supposed to do anything in this situation? If so, what? Well, here's the first and most important thing I can do. I can know that this man is perfect, whole, and absolutely joyful love. This is true regardless of the story he's living. His reality has nothing to do with his behavior and his story. And this is what he needs me to know for him while he is still confused about his identity. My absolute certainty in him will help him see himself differently. As I know it is true for him, I begin to accept that it's true for me. I'm not guilty of judging him any more than he was guilty of my judgment. As for anything I am to say or do, that's up to the Holy Spirit. I remain open and ready with a mind that is clear of ego judgment. If he needs me to do something in this situation, the Holy Spirit will channel through me what needs to be said. Thank you so much for joining me in this reading. I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, then please like it. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. And thank you for those who subscribed over the last couple of days. I appreciate that very much. I'll be back soon with another reading. See you then.